I'm thinking it.
She's thinking it.
We're thinking it. And you're watching You're Thinking It. Hey guys, it's your girl, the Sweetie.
And it's Miss Unapologetic.
Happy Black Princess.
Welcome back to our channel. I'm sorry. I know that you see that our team member is missing, but the Liberator will be starting some new ventures. She wishes us the best of luck, and we want to wish her the best of luck with all her new endeavors. So we about to mix this ish up. We got a little something different. What's going on, Happy Black Princess? A lot of new stuff coming to y'all. Yes, stay tuned. But go ahead, girl.
So right now we're gonna jump off with the game. I know that's different. We usually get into the talking, but right now we're gonna jump into the game. It's called Cap or No Cap. Okay, so basically the rules of this. So I'm gonna say something that's trending in, I guess trending now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say a person's name that's trending now, and also a scenario that they're in, or something that we saw them in, or something that they said, and we're gonna say cap or no cap.
Got you.
Right?
Now, but hold up. Now you gotta tell the viewers, what does Webster Dictionary say cat means? Or the Urban Dictionary. I don't know what you pulled up there.
Should I read it exactly?
Nah, you can say it. Go ahead and say it.
Great. So, so me and
Cat
Gabby
on this show. That's what y'all need to know. Y'all need to use it in the sentence. No cat on this show. No cat.
So basically, cap means lying, stunted. You are taking something and stretching it. It's a little far for us. And then no cap is basically saying, like, you're not lying. Like, this is the truth. I'm speaking real facts. This is something that somebody is not fronting for the gram about. You understand? So cap, no
We're not
cap.
gonna use it today, but then there's big cat. There's big cat. That's when people strike. Like, it doesn't even sound believable. Like, that's big cat.
But you know what?
But
you know what?
Yeah, I'm
We should
house
use-
that's big cat. Like, no, certain things
Okay.
just like, you ever met a pathological liar? That was the real dictionary's version. Now we have big cat.
Big cap. Okay, we might as well use it. So it's cap or cap.
Oh, alright.
Sorry, cap, no cap. And if it's real stretch, big cap.
Heard you. I like that. Alright,
Yeah.
go ahead, start.
Okay, so to start off, Kylie Jenner and the WAP video. And the WAP video, just for you to know, just so you know, it is Cardi B featuring Meg Thee Stallion's new song.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of, you know, that's the thing is that Kylie Jenner threw this shit off before we really get into it. Because I was going to say they had a lot of black
Yes.
girls,
Rappers that's coming into
just
the game.
in general that are bubbling right now. We
Yeah.
gave them a good platform. So I feel like a lot of people on social media were like, you know, there we go, giving Kylie Jenner an inning that she really didn't even need.
A platform
Because some
again.
people were saying
It's
that
cat.
they should have put,
Okay.
you know, they were just saying
So
that she could have put,
Yeah.
You know,
anybody else.
anyone else but her.
I said Summer, don't like
You
to
know,
come out
Lauren
to
London.
events, but
We could have threw something
just
else.
gotta, yeah.
She's cat though.
Okay.
She's cat.
Just so you know, the reason why Cardi B said she put
I read that.
I watched the interview
Okay,
with the
great.
Breakfast Club.
Great.
But just for y'all that didn't, she said that it was recorded prior to the shot in the foot incident. And
also,
and then
And
she
she
talked
said that
and
Kris
she talked on
Jenner
it.
has been really beneficial to
Yeah,
her
she talked from it from a business
ventures.
point, exactly.
And then
that they
also-
have a large
And
platform.
then also she said that
Travis.
Kylie Jenner was really nice to her sister and Culture when they went to the birthday party.
And facts that
Yeah.
Travis and Offset,
Our
like from
friend.
when I first found out about Travis Scott, he had the feature from the Beatles before anybody knew who he was. So she also was like, Offset and Travis are friends, so it would be really shady to just, you know. But anyway,
Okay, so the next one is Lucy and his kid. Basically him with the prostitute, right? Was it a prostitute?
Oh,
He paid for a woman for to sleep with his son.
Yeah, Lil Uzi,
Big pedophile.
that's not nothing new that he's actually shared with the
Well, then he
internet.
talked about Dwayne Wade and his son.
He did talk about Dwayne Wade's son's daughter.
Daughter, yes.
So.
Well, Lil Uzi is real Louisiana, down south, cornbread. Like, I feel like he says, I mean, even with everything going on, he just said something ignorant in a statement like, well, my kids know they not allowed to be no cops. I don't necessarily think that's right.
Yeah.
You can probably teach your kids that there's plenty other ways you can help community.
Exactly.
But it's like,
being a cop.
but telling your sons or your daughters, because you're so hood and because you experienced the
That's what I was telling Joy.
telling them to not be a cop. So Lil Boozy is just capping on a whole nother level.
He just does too much.
Because he contradicts himself all the time. That's exactly where Big Cap comes in. Because it's like, you're contradicting yourself. So that's what Lil Boozy does.
Next one. We have Saweetie and her record.
Oh, y'all had to throw that in there. That must have been for me.
Saweetie and her record is
It's a no cap.
Big Cap.
It's a no cap for me. I just think she's living her truth.
Super Cap. Super Cap. Saweetie. Because since Kia rap, but I'm not a hater.
No.
Because I'm going to say, and I'm tired of Saweetie fans that want to say that I didn't hear enough things by her. I've heard enough records by Saweetie.
I haven't.
But in my own personal defense, as we talked about before, like, when I heard the City Girls, and to this day, it's not my vibe.
Yeah, but
so
it works
Saweetie,
for someone.
it's working for her.
So ladies, do you believe there's such a thing as boundaries when it comes to social media?
Boundaries. Like your boyfriend not liking a certain amount of pages or commenting.
So
things
like
like
that.
that.
So do you have
Boundaries
personal
on your
boundaries?
page.
Do you have personal boundaries on social media?
With my pages, like with my posts, I have boundaries with what I post.
With what you post.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what are the things that you're not
talking
gonna
about
post?
two different things.
Yeah, so what
if
are
I'm talking about boundaries within myself, yeah. It's nothing personal to girls who do it, but ever since I had social media, I personally just, even if it's a bathing suit picture, probably I'm gonna have like a cover up. I just don't want my whole body out. I definitely don't post. I've never posted like a butt on the same picture. Real ratchet to me. I never posted like turn around like that. And so I don't do those. I don't do the butt on the same pictures. I don't do the like catch the under pictures. I don't post videos of me shaking my ass. That's just not the aesthetic I was ever going for on my Instagram. Just to look like I'm trying to have somebody invite me out to host a party. I'm not really a partier, so you can probably just tell that from my Instagram.
Wow.
I just be careful what I post. If you look at my Instagram, you should know what I like. I like palm trees and drinks and weed and traveling. So yeah, so like I don't post. I don't want nobody thinking like I want to come do a shoot of my ass.
It's funny, like I hear you and I didn't even think about that, but like the reason why I don't post things like that is my job. Yeah. Ever since I like started working where I work, I like went through all my social medias. Like if you tag me in something, I'm untagging myself. Yeah, so it's funny because y'all know I'm the only one that hasn't had a relationship, so I haven't even had the opportunity for someone to be like, I don't think you should do that. I just, like Shay said, if I'm out and stuff like that, like I'ma post like my drinks. I do have like something on the bikini thing, but like it's like far and like the beach.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to make anything like my breast or my butt be the main attraction. You literally can just tell I took a picture from the beach and it's just the next picture, but it's not.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. Yeah, I guess so. What about you though?
I would say you might get like a little cute top. It was like, the breast is kind of right, nice and perky, right? But then honestly, for the most part, I'm really covered up. And I think you see like a couple bathing suits, but they're like candid photos with just beautiful black women.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I be feeling sexy.
I see girls in bathing
I be feeling sexy
on Instagram like this. And this is how the picture is like. Why would you? I just personally.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, on the beach. Yeah.
I'm not trying to sell
I do
my
see
art
those though.
on Instagram, so you'll figure that out.
I did not think
about when you meet me. I'm not trying. That's what I'm saying. I just always thought about it like that. Like I like the mystery. You know, I'm not trying to sell free.
For me, you would definitely see me applauding my voluptuousness, my fitness on Instagram in terms of being a woman of a certain size, of a certain shape, and just being proud of my skin. But am I like bucket naked? You know, she got a very droopy body. No, I'm not like that. But yeah.
When I was a kid, I was wild though. I'm not gonna hold you. Snapchat was lit.
I'm dead. I didn't even have Snapchat until like 2 years ago.
Well, you remember our Halloween party? And I had the white thing. No, not that. The one that we went to at Stony Brook. Yeah. Lit. But like, that is not really how, like, as I got older, I'm like, that's really not the picture that I'm trying to go for, you know?
Because that's what I was going to say. I follow a girl, she's pretty, and she's in a relationship. That's what I'm calling. That's not what the problem is. It's just like, see, when I go to a hotel room with my boyfriend, I don't just wear my panties with the hole in it either. I might go get a cute little to-do or something. Instagram's never seen it. Like, y'all don't know what I wore on Valentine's Day. Because those lingeries with straps going across my butt and bows at the top of my butt crack is for him. She throws me off because it's like, I just am not trying to feel like I'm in the bedroom with y'all, and that's just, I never tried to be that expensive.
Maybe for your close friends, you know, shout out to Instagram for having close friends.
I don't knock anybody.
But what about on the other side of the story though, like with guys now? Because that's what I thought.
Okay, yeah.
So
I'm thinking
like
I don't check guys on Instagram.
That's what I'm saying.
not stalking your Instagram page. I'm not making up. I'm just not doing on any of the extra shit. You know what I mean? I'm not making a fake account to see what you doing.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about boundaries. About when you're in a relationship.
I don't want it to. If you're
liking, you want him to like girls.
If you're out,
I don't want to get into that.
Like it, throw hearts, things like that. I've never checked on someone. I do.
Because y'all know I'm Mrs. Stay in a relationship. So y'all don't want me to get into that because
I do.
Wow. Boundaries with social media.
Let's give it a quick synopsis.
You can, in social media, you definitely can like photos of the opposite sex. We know what's appropriate and what's inappropriate. Like, what do I don't know what people call it now, but like thirst traps, like I said, like if you're in a relationship, my boundary is let's not like those ass on the sink pictures because it's just inappropriate. If you're in a relationship, let's not like those busting a split open on Jones Beach pictures. You know, if you're in a relationship, let's not like the pictures that the girl posted in lingerie, things like that, because, you know, I just feel like, you know, okay, I'm not going to say part, but I say everybody has a different level of respect for themselves, but it's like, especially if, like I'm saying, the girl you're with is not on that type of time on social media, I just think it's so disrespectful for you to just be liking nothing but phone on the beach pictures, because what we're talking about, most guys
gonna be
like,
their
actual
and
girlfriend.
I want a humble girlfriend that stay in the crib, and she's nice, like all that, but then you hearting fake asses and titties.
I'm sorry, I'm just not checking for it. I'm not gonna be the one who.
I haven't checked for it though.
I know people who scroll through to see what.
One person made it easy for me. But.
You know how you're friends with somebody. You know how you're friends with somebody on Instagram, and then you can see what your friends like. I know women who have sat there and scrolled through that feed to see what their man like.
It ended up being very, very beneficial towards that. So, some things you just need to know. What I don't like about niggas is that I'm a real realistic person. I know things happen. I hate to take it to the grave as nigga though. Like if I want to know, I'm gonna find out. Cause what I don't like is that in a relationship, like me and my mom was just talking about this with P Valley. She's like, here they go, busting splits in the air, dropping back down the split and stuff. She said my dad is in the middle. Whoa, oh, like she's like, and he be the same one that's like, I don't like all that, all them girls that got them little bitty waist down there. It's just like how we were talking about cap or no cap.
Yeah.
What's gonna get me tight and maybe pull out
Big
my
cash.
insecurity and get me researching is because I'm a real cool girlfriend. I will look at a girl like Ari in real life and be like, damn, that's crazy. I don't want mine like that, but that's still crazy. So if you have a boyfriend that's just like, nah, I don't like none of that. Okay, well, all I'm saying is if you do ever have time in your day to check, sometimes these niggas be big cap.
Yeah.
They will sit there and be like, I don't like, you know, you might be thinking they might just be like, I don't like them little slim, bony girls. Like, that don't do nothing for me. Sometimes you just, like I said, maybe we're bored and you find out it's cap. I don't know what we want to do with the information, but sometimes I've been bored enough to check if what a guy is saying to me is checking out, because they will, like Gabby said, tell you that they hate fake things. Or you ever met a guy that's like, why don't you wear your real hair? And then you see
They
them
love
like
it
every
frontals
other.
with different colors.
You like girls, you on this whole page with blue and pink wigs. So, like
what
I
are you
said,
talking about?
is it gonna change our relationship? No, but I just like to know in the back of my head, like, look at him act like he not looking at this girl with the big wig, talking about he want me to do a twist out. I didn't never see him like a picture of my girl with no twist out. But they'll keep telling you, stop perming your hair. Well, why do you like these girls with these press outs? It's just, I'm just curious sometimes.
I hear you.
I feel like that. I feel like you really can't say anything when you like all these type of pictures, and then she start liking pictures and you upset. Don't be upset.
Talk one. Cause maybe I skipped that part, cause that's what I'm saying is like I wouldn't really have so many requirements, but like Gabby kind of knows, like guys are so jealous. So I've asked guys, like, there are weirdo guys that will like post a picture on Instagram or on their feed of whatever with their boxers on.
Yeah.
And it's just
I don't
real
like
tight
dudes that like do that.
Boxer briefs.
I
real
hate
tight
going
stuff.
on dudes' pages and they got like their boxers and they meat showing like.
So
I don't know how y'all feel when you see females, but maybe
So
I can
this is
understand
what
where
I'm
dudes come from,
saying.
because that's nasty.
This is what I'm saying.
What are
As
you
a
doing?
female, I don't like
bring
those
that
types
to
of pictures.
OnlyFans. Bring it to OnlyFans.
So, like you said,
Bring 'em.
if I'm not liking pictures of these dudes'
You're right. That's a
packages
good
out,
point.
you
'Cause
should
I hate
understand
that.
why I just think it's
It's
corny
so
that you're
cringy.
liking ass pictures. Yeah, because the guys,
It's cringe.
I don't see why anybody decided that Instagram
They like-
should know the size of their penis or any
Looking
other
in
part
your
of their
soul
body.
through the
It
camera.
makes me uncomfortable on both parts, like you said.
Very
I think
prostitution.
OnlyFans is for that now.
Very
So I just no
prostitution.
longer want to see, like, you know, booty holes. I don't want to see booty holes just when I'm scrolling through feeds and just like briefs that are too tight, and I don't, if you wore a thong bathing suit, I don't want to see the discoloration spreading between your, it's just, y'all are letting me in on too much.
Yeah.
You're letting me in on too much.
Too much.
And as Gabby said, it's very valid. I don't like it from men or women.
Yeah.
So just take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. So, OnlyFans is becoming viral.
Yep.
You know, I could think of so many words, like having porn on your social media accounts is just becoming so much more casual. Like, just everyday people who I would hope have jobs but have OnlyFans in their bios and things like that. So with that being said, and now besides Pornhub, which is where we probably would have thought years ago would have ended, now we have OnlyFans. And by the way, OnlyFans is on Twitter and Instagram as far as I know.
Yeah.
So the question is, do you think that sending nudes is gonna die out and it's just gonna turn into a, like, I could charge people if I was gonna, you know remember when you was like younger, if anybody's done, you send a little titty pic. Now it's like we sadly have 18, 19, 20-year-olds that's like, I could just post my breast and charge a subscription fee. So do you think, old school nudes is the slow for that?
You know, for me personally, I've been stopped sending nudes. Like, that is, I'm not
So
trying
would
to
you
get caught up
consider
in
the
that.
OnlyFans?
I would not.
Okay.
I would not.
I definitely wouldn't.
You wouldn't consider
No.
OnlyFans? Have you ever sent nudes though?
I have.
Okay. Do you regret it?
You don't see my face anymore.
Were you
I
guys
forgot
scared?
one of them.
And I
You said
I
deleted.
forgot one of them.
And I
You know when
honestly,
you send news to somebody and then you fall out, were you guys afraid like, oh my god, what are they gonna do with that?
yes, that's why I don't
Yeah.
put my
No, the one person that it went bad with is because he was a dickhead, but no, everyone else.
And I was with
But I did stop sending it after that.
I think I sent nudes last in like 8th grade, and other than that, you know, made a couple of videos.
But I was
Voluntarily. I like videos.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. So
But
would you
nudes
put
are
those videos
so
on Only?
great.
Would you put that on OnlyFans? Would you do your own
Now, see,
OnlyFans?
y'all are gonna think I'm crazy because it really is like,
Since it's so casual.
it's just like before OnlyFans existed. I'm not trying to be a freak, but it was just always like, you know, on my bucket list that it's like, oh my god, like
So a sex tape.
amateur and Pornhub. I just always
Wow.
think, wow, they're really both for that.
Okay, so it's not
Yeah.
cap for you.
Oh.
Alright, y'all. This has to be like the biggest cap of them all. Have y'all ever made a fake account? And then, has anyone ever made one on you to try and contact and harass the fuck out of you? So y'all can, well, I'm gonna answer the first part. I have never made no type of fake account. That is way too much time. But I know sickos that have on some real catfish shit and like have literally made other accounts to like verify as friends. I won't even go into that because that's somebody else's
She
story.
might have been trying to make it to the
She
show.
was crazy.
I think she was trying to make it to the show.
I don't even want to bring that
She started
story
making
up.
friends. Like you said on Catfish, where it'd be like, I think I'm talking to
Yes.
Sarah, but I know it's
And you're
Sarah
still
because I
talking.
talked to Jesse, and Jesse is Sarah's best friend. Then you realize, shit, I don't
They're
know
all
Jesse
fake,
or
so they
Sarah.
made 5.
So wait, what happened?
No,
All right.
for real.
All right, I'm gonna break it down because it is confusing if you don't understand. So I had a friend that was friends with somebody else, and that person was a freaking psycho. Anyway, she made a fake account trying to communicate with my friend, like acting as though she was a love interest. Literally got my friend like liking the person, all that shit, and went as far as to make other accounts so that those were the friends. Those were the friends of her love interest. So like my friend was under the impression that this person was so real because there was also 3 other people that knew this person. So that was a whole big thing. Super crazy, super in love with your friend type shit. Very weird. But the point that I'm trying to make, I never did that. I haven't had anyone that was sick enough personally to make a fake account on me. So I just have the type of people that call me from a different phone to curse me out. So I don't really know. But as far as social media, no one has done that for me. What about y'all?
Definitely, like on the other topic, like I said, I have lots of free time to do things.
You
like
made
check.
a fake account?
No, I was gonna say
Oh.
I have lots of free time to check somebody's page, but I'm going to check it directly. Like if I want to know, like I just said, what my boyfriend's doing, I'm not trying to be incognito. Like I want you to know that I see you playing yourself. So never made no fake account. Never made, like I said, definitely because there's 2 versions of what you're talking about too. I've never made an account pretending to be somebody else.
Yeah.
And I've also never made like another account like just to like, you know, like a dummy account to contact somebody.
Yeah.
No. And then me, with it being done to me, like I said, nobody tried to catfish and pretend to be me. So nobody's made a page and
I
stole
see
my
what you mean.
pictures
Okay.
and pretended to be me.
Yes.
To be somebody else's love interest. But yeah, you know, definitely like crazy boys.
Yeah.
And I found this really cool feature on iPhones where you can block unknown numbers. Like you can block any number that's not saved in your contact book. It's not blocking necessarily, but it's always gonna go straight to voicemail.
Oh yes, I've seen that.
So usually once I block your number, so now your no caller ID, if I have that feature on, I'm never gonna see your no caller ID
Yeah.
anyway. So I've had multiple guys that decide to make a dummy account and contact me through Instagram, and that's it. Sometimes I've blocked many in one day, because after one dummy account, when I block it, they make a new dummy account.
Crazy.
And yeah, so I've experienced that. It's pretty funny to me.
Yeah, Because it's mad energy. Like, you are crazy.
So,
I'm not talking about
so I actually have never made a fake account. I'm sorry, that's way too much energy.
Like,
I'd rather go watch an episode of P-Valley, The Shy, whatever. I don't have the time. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, my family. Don't have the time to be making a fake account. I'm just okay with being me. I just don't see the need. It's too much energy. I do, however, had people make fake accounts on me. Actually,
pretending to be you?
No.
Oh.
Trying to like
Talk to you, yeah.
trying to talk to me. So Quavo Honcho, Gabby, Quavo Honcho hit me up. Not the actual Quavo, we know that, right? But this other one with 7 something now, something numbers in there, trying to be like, oh yeah, so I'm just reaching out to some of my fans and da 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 da. Do you think that I asked any other extra anything? No. Immediately, Gabby, look at this and laughed. What the?
Like, you should block that. That might even be a spam.
I did have a spam page that just kept DMing me, like, harassingly, calling me beautiful. I still to this day don't know who that is.
Wow.
If you're viewing this, my Cash App is the same. Because that boy was like asking me all day, send me this selfie. I'm like, leave me alone. He's like, no, really, like if you send me like a picture that you don't have posted, I'll Cash App you right now. I just play with him, like, Cash App me first, like $10. Send the picture, I'm like, right, Cash App me $50. Then I blocked him because I was like, he then started getting more excessive with the picture. Oh, you don't want to send me like a nude, I'll send you like a band. I'm like, it sounds slightly tempting, but no. So, yeah. I definitely got like a little $80, $100 from sending.
I cannot take you.
Yeah, so I was like, shout out to the girls who make OnlyFans for their feet, because there's weirdos in a lane like that too that want to pay you like $10 per toe picture and stuff like that.
You're right.
$10 per toe.
It is what it is. Make it.
And then also, I also had a couple of people that I know that they have tried to make fake accounts to like talk to me. But honestly, when you keep on looking through shit, you're just like, no. And then on top of that, I don't like to talk to people online. I tried it, but it's not something that I like. I really prefer to know the person, or like when we meet and we exchange that way. I'm real old school with that. I really don't like the whole online meet and stuff. I know people do, that's fine. But to like try to have a whole relationship for 3-4 months and you've never seen the person, it's just too much.
Like, I've met people through social media, and I feel like, you can more so like know something about a person before you can see them in person. And I was gonna say, after like a week, like when catfish, if you claim we live in the same state.
Yeah, it's weird.
After like a week, I'm gonna say like, so next Friday, wanna do drinks or something?
And why don't we video recording? Like, we should definitely, like the guy that I did meet online, we video recorded.
Dudes love to FaceTime.
Like, come on, like what's
Dudes
going on?
love to FaceTime.
Why are we not chatting? Video chat. Let's go.
Okay, so Joy found this post on Instagram and she wanted to talk about it.
Right, there you go.
It's in regards to Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion's new video titled WAP, WAPT. I'm going to say this one time only. It is not they, relating to Meg and Cardi, job to be a role model to your kids. It's a parent's job to teach their kids values and self-worth. If these were men rapping about WAP, which stands for wet ass pussy, this wouldn't even be a discussion. Y'all kill me acting like these celebrities owe it to y'all kids to not be themselves. These women are in their 20s, living their best lives. Why y'all kids watching this anyway? My mama would have turned off the song video. We had to sneak to even watch BET Uncut back in the day. Y'all be wanting too much.
No rap basement was allowed.
So my question is, do you agree with this or not?
I agree because I feel like And I wouldn't even say like musically I was really sheltered, because my dad still listened to like 50 Cent and things in front of me. My mom still listened to DMX and things like that. But just in general, this new generation does not know how much freedom they have with things like that, because we still had like Kids Bop as an option. If we was going on a road trip to Pennsylvania, my mother was not playing the newest 50 Cent, because I don't need to go to school singing Candy Shop and don't know what I'm talking about. So that's another thing that I feel like parents should keep in mind, is that just like when we were kids, to your kids, it's just a song. Like Savage, that's how a lot of people felt about the Savage song, because kids were loving the little TikTok dance, but it's like, that's not necessarily, or Megan's version of it isn't exactly kid friendly. I just feel like when we were younger, we literally had platforms like Kids Bop that would make like a 5-year-old version to Savage, so that kids aren't walking around saying that they're ratchet. Yeah. You know?
I am a strong believer that celebrities do have to use their platform to be a positive light. I do think when you take that role, you should have some type of morale, you know, like in the things you do. But as far as music comes, that song, the age that they are, they're not appealing to a genre that should be for kids. So that's just how I feel. Like, grown people always had music, and I don't know what kids have now, but kids used to have music.
Now. That's
you
not
know,
the artist form.
I used to like Hillary Duff. Like, they used to, in the kids menu you got from McDonald's, used to give you the CD. And Joy could tell you, I ran that thing like back and front, and that was my thing. So I don't really think parents even try to find these kid stuff. Like, they just put on whatever they watching, and
I was gonna say, besides
there's still
music,
some parents that do it,
because like people are saying, like for example with music videos or any other type of videos, it's way more common now once again. Because I could even start naming brands. I had the Leapfrog, for example, when I was like 5. These kids just full on have iPads. No, I was gonna say with the things that they're able to access. Like, when I was 5 and I was bored, I had to get on the Leapfrog and things like that.
That's true.
Now, when you're 5, they have whole iPads. So a kid who's now 7 and stuff that learns how to spell can type in whatever they want. And then, like I'm saying, and I feel for artists, because what I'm saying is, like, if a 7-year-old finds our talk show, that is not our fault. Because I'm confused where y'all lost it. My TV channel had a parental guidance button. You can make a list of shows that your children, literally the channel will just be blank. Because if your parents felt like BT wasn't appropriate for kids, they could block the channel. Like you said, I blame parents, because
you used to sneak to watch Nick at Night. What?
Well, for me,
Adult Swim? I grew
up where they didn't have no parental thing to block it, but at the same time, like, I've been an insomniac for a really long time, and I remember the first risque movie I saw was Boogie Night, and Boogie Night is basically based on a porn star, and you know, he shows his genitalia in that. So I remember I watched that, but at the time my mom was sleeping, you know, so I was up, like, you know, just watching something, and then it came on.
So
but at the same time, I know I couldn't be somebody who was cursing. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. Like, you know, even my mom, like, I remember when I used to get
These kids know the whole word, all the words.
And you watching the show with them.
Yo.
Like, you're watching the show with your kid.
There's all
like,
no,
that did not happen.
Like,
it's your parents' show.
That's what I'm saying. My parents would have, like, if a show like Power existed when I was 10, my parents are grown, so they're gonna watch it in the house, but they're gonna tell me, stay your ass in your room, you know, like, want some shit, like, you had dinner, it's time for bed, stay in your room, put on your TV, put on kid shows. Now, like you said, it's just the comfortability of being like, oh, they don't know what's going on, so you're watching P-Valley with the 10-year-old, and now you are opening the mind to a 10-year-old of strippers and butt cheeks and breasts
and visuals is
so important.
And I remember like there was certain music, like I'm West Indian, you know, my mom comes from St. Martin, my dad comes from St. Martin, and they used to have all this type of music, secular music, as some people will call it, and I didn't know what the hell it was. When I was younger, you know, there was a tree song, give me a suck on your Julie Mango, a suck on your Julie
Yeah,
Mango.
they're not calling
We
it
didn't
Julie
know.
Mango anymore.
No,
Now
we
just
didn't
move
know.
songs out.
We didn't
Suck
know.
on
Wet
my
ass
cock.
pussy.
Yeah, suck on my titty, because that's what she's talking about. Give me a
Janae
suck on your Julie Mango.
Aiko brought it back, because that's what I'm saying. She was to eat the
Yeah,
booty
we
like
did,
groceries.
groceries.
She tried to do an old school thing and blank it out. That's what I'm saying. You know, that was a little better, because I'm saying now just full on. Megan Thee Stallion got songs that's just full on eat my ass. Tell that nigga come over and eat my ass.
So, you know,
I don't
if you're
suggest your kid to that.
we had the plumber, okay, and you know what the plumber was coming over. He wasn't gonna come fix her sink. We all, you know now, but back then it was the
We had no idea what candy.
Yeah, what candy shop even meant. Yeah.
I was thinking of more like
Years
the
it
Dylan's
took me.
experience.
Years it
Were
took
you
me
not
to
feeling
understand.
Like Dylan's? Like I'm thinking
Yo,
like,
for real.
take me to the candy shop.
Damn, I missed that store. That was such a nice candy
Just
shop.
go eat whatever
It
candy.
was.
Like that's what I'm thinking when
Yeah.
I'm 7.
I was literally
thinking-
walking through there like, ooh, about to.
I just found out when I was like 21 that Aaliyah wasn't even talking about a boat and rock the boat. I was like, what?
What?
Yo, you see? I said
Shake
21.
the- Shake the. Work the hips.
Yo.
Work the hips.
He working it, working for
Work
me.
the middle. Then she said,
Work it for me. Work it for me.
Change positions. Broken baby. Yeah. I was 21. I said, Aaliyah. It was after the R. Kelly thing. I said, who
You
is
know what
really
took
the
me a
victim?
while to understand?
Who is really the victim?
In my jeans.
No.
That song took me mad long to understand. So one person was like, no, that's not the song. It's like,
It's genuine.
it's in my jeans.
Is
Okay,
there
no.
any more
Room for me. Oh,
in
I'm
your
stupid.
jeans?
It's the same song, y'all. But yes, it took me mad long. I forgot who told me was like, Gabby, do you know what you're singing? I'm like,
I
in
think that was
those
Paradise,
jeans.
yeah.
Like, what do you mean? She's like, no, it was Paradise.
Yeah.
You know, people just gotta come through, bust the whole bubble. You like,
Gabby was like, what? I don't want him in my jeans.
So I feel bad, but all I'm saying is there has
these
to
kids
be,
nowadays won't even have that reaction. They
as
can be like,
as
in my
yeah.
jeans, girl, yeah. What's up, period?
That's
We
like,
got 5-year-olds.
That's like the-
damn
that's like
period.
the-
Stop
that's like-
playing city girls around your 5-year-olds because this is why. I mean, I couldn't say it about a kid. I'm just saying you are potentially creating a bird. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Yep.
Stop playing. Like, I don't know. Go on DisneyChannel.com and just see which new
Yes.
artists they have out right now.
so just to sum it up, these are some things that we just feel like you guys should know about social media. So think before you record.
Set boundaries on what you share and watch.
And definitely be careful of who you decide to talk to on social media and honestly in general.
Watch out for the weirdos.
Watch out. Remember, social media is not reality. Turn it off sometimes.
Don't be happy.
Definitely not big cat.
All right, yeah, so like,
Comment.
Subscribe.
thank you for watching. You're thinking it.